Aaron. If we can't pass a couple 250Ks. It's not really the reaction I was expecting. I'm going to cancel them. I feel like we can look for a better opportunity. I feel like I would literally just be wasting them. I mean, it's already chopping. With these 250K accounts, if it doesn't go right through, I mean, you're just not going to get it. Because the drawdown is more than half of the take profit. Like you saw yesterday, I almost passed one and I ended up on the account like $4,000, but I didn't pass because I got chopped out with the trailing drawdown. Any news later or tomorrow? No? Yeah. That kind of sucks. I thought that might have actually been pretty decent. Yesterday was the day to do it, that's for sure. We have until the 20th. Right, the night of the 20th. Yeah, there's no news on the 20th either. Well, dang. Now I got two 250K accounts without a real good way to to pass them. Kind of sucks. Guess we can try to take some big scalps on them after the open. Was the unemployment claims, are they what as expected? Yeah, they were. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, that was like the only thing that was not necessarily as expected. Well, let's turn off the, I guess we can try to manually kind of mess with these. Fade every single candle. Yeah, I'm gonna see if we somehow get a run back up here. I don't want to use 27 contracts though, because then the drawdown just hits too fast. But I will try to run or try to hold it on as much as I can. Just the drawdown. Drawdown's the sucky part. That was pretty quick. Faked out. It just went short, I guess. I was just adding to a winner, right? And it was going up when I added. What's up, Den? How'd you get lucky? I am currently not getting lucky. Oh, it didn't even film me all of it there for a second. Getting faked out left and right. Oh, we actually continue here. I had the wrong account as parent account, so I didn't trade my 2 evals I was going to. I accidentally traded my eval from yesterday that had 13k drawdown and close. That's awesome. Pretty funny, actually. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm just messing around with one. I bought 2 of them, and we didn't get filled on either of them, so I'm just kind of messing around with one of them. But yeah, I guess I should put my stop in, huh? Even though that continues to be a fake out. Can't even get it where I want. It's too far. Damn, wish I would have got that fill if it goes up here. I feel like this is going to try to go higher. Feels like we found a little bit of a base here. Maybe try to get back up to at least like 705 or 707. Or we just use this as resistance and fall over. But it feels like it wants to try to go higher. Moving for it. There we go. Go, 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 go. Maybe not. I think if it does go lower, this account should pretty much be toast. So we're essentially counting on this going higher. I would leave the stop there, but I think the stop for the account is pretty much right there. And since it's an eval, I'd rather give it a chance to possibly fake out, stay in the trade if it does. You know how they like to overlap the candles. They might try to sweep it. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they just move it up higher. Yeah, this is just an eval. This is one of the 250k evals. I thought we'd at least kind of go up and retry over 700 a little bit. I mean, I guess it did technically, right? Nice resistance forming here, so it'd be nice to get the pop through up to that next area. That's what I was looking at. Get most of it off and see if we could continue it. It's so slow again, though. I mean, this is just pre-market trading, so not surprised. It's so slow. Nice finish to that candle. Just can't seem to get above. Must be a seller sitting here at 703. We can get through 703. I think that's where we get a decent little pop. This. Yeah, got some fills. Actually, we're back to full drawdown there for a second. Now let's see if we can get through this previous support. If we can, we might actually move a little higher. I feel like maybe just leaving this action is so slow. Probably better off just waiting until the market opens. I'll probably just, right now I'll put it at break even, and then I'll trail previous candle. But right now my break even is previous candle, so. Yeah, the unrealized gains will get you. Drawdown, that can be a bitch. For anybody just tuning in, this is just a 250k eval, so nothing special going on here. Got faked out twice, looking for the bounce. and then they swept it. So kind of looking for this to move higher now based off of the sweep. I tried playing the 8:30 news, but as you can see, it was pretty lackluster. Hopefully now we can use this 703 area that was a little bit of a pain as resistance. Hopefully we can try to use it as support now. If we don't, the odds are we're just going to go straight back down to the lows. Because there's really nothing holding it up at that point. Which would argue that I can move my order up. I'm right below 700, so we'll just leave it there. See if the whole number possibly holds it up. If anybody has any questions as we're piling in here, feel free to chime in. Just gonna be chilling until the open. Whoever was asking for the unrealized gains to show under that day P&L, they'd be so proud because now it shows it. I remember that was like such a big deal for a little while. So we got here. Can we get through? If so, next area would be like 712. We take another little bit off there. There. You still trading your original Cobra account? I've never had a Cobra account. So I'm going to say no. It's a very interesting name. The Hello. Love to know like the premise behind that. Does it mean something? The Hello. Or is that just like a translation gone bad? So I do still plan on trading the open today. Oh, looks like we broke back down through. See if 700 holds it up. Right to 700 and through. Oh, I saw. Yep, no, there it is. All right, so out of that trade. Get rid of this order. I think we might try to move lower. If it tries to sweep again, I might try to jump back in. See what it does. That's right where I was going to put my order. Now it's already there. I don't know if I want to. This is red to green or green to red in this case, which is why I was pretty okay with trying to scale in here the first time around, just assuming they would try to keep it green. Which it looks like they're attempting to right now. But I kind of want to bet on the fact that we're going to go back down. It does not feel like it's popping back up. And if it does, just use this as our stop. You know how they say you can only add to a winner? Well, what if something's going against me and I'm severely convinced that it's going to go lower? So by getting a better price, I'm not actually averaging into a loser. I'm averaging into what I believe is going to be a winner. You ever think of that? 706 possible? Yeah, I agree. But like the methodology of how you think about something like that, yeah, this looks right as of right now, it's looking like a sweep. But I figured with the bad news, it was kind of, I was using the bouncy ball effect. We'll see if we get back above the 703 again. I'll think that I'm in the wrong direction. But as of right now, I think we're okay as long as we don't go above 703. So much that I'm gonna add. Move my stop to here. But you see what I'm saying? Like if I would have added here, technically that second add is above the first one, but then if it eventually works, was I adding to a winner or was I adding to a loser? Change up your opening strat at all due to the rules supposedly being enforced? Sort of. I'm going to put a stop in to just to follow the rules as much as I can. And I'm going to pick a direction. So just no bracket orders. That's my initial thoughts. And I think we'll be fine. So we'll see. See how it works out. Exactly what I do. There you go. Wait, which part? I tend to try to trade and pin a zone, especially scalping chop. But yeah, so you're talking about the adding. I don't understand how they could disagree with you. Like, well, I'm not adding to a loser. I'm convinced that we're going lower, so I was actually adding to a winner. The price might have been going up temporarily, but I'm just adding to my position because I feel like it's going to win. Oh, that sucks. 688, it went to 688.50, 2 ticks. The old 2 ticker. Matt's always talking about 2 points. I get even closer. I'm usually a tick or two away. It's kind of frustrating. Whichever account you were using when you first started up, I don't remember ever having a Cobra account. You're talking about CMEG? Or SureTrader? Never had Cobra though. Are there any rules to regular evals after the 1 day pass, or can you YOLO then flip? You can just YOLO then flip. There's essentially no rules for evals. Let's put it that way. No brackets? Or you mean no multi-brackets? Yeah, no multi-brackets. You can't go long and short at the same time. Yeah, the adding, if it's consistently profitable and I'm not blowing a million accounts YOLOing, then I don't understand the issue. I'd like the clarity. Well, I think what they're trying to say now is they're kind of going back on what they said. It's not going to be such a hard-pressed rule, is that it is okay. Like, they're trying to say that it is fine that you do that. As long as you could get on like a video call with them and explain your trades, essentially. Yes, it does look like a downtrend. It's kind of what I'm banking on. Like right now, the price is coming back against me, but I'm probably going to add back in here, looking for this to reject. Keep my stop up here, even though that would suck if it gets to it now. But the odds are we're coming right back up to previous support. Hopefully we use it as resistance, and then we start to roll back over again. I'm going to miss gambling trading. If they enforce the DCA rule, that's a deal breaker for me. It's very common for me to put a contract as a feeler, then adding a couple more if it even goes against me. I agree. I agree that that would be a huge deal breaker for me because I do the same thing. It's what I used to do in stocks. It's what a lot of profitable traders that are trading stocks do. So I'm a little confused how they can sit here and say that it's not an actual strategy and that it would be against like their consistency rules or whatever they want to call it. Ooh, is that 2 ticks again? You guys think I'm lying about this stuff. 688.25. 688.50. Look at that. 1 tick. I'm getting even better. I graduated from missing it by 2 ticks to 1 tick. I'm good at this. I pick decent levels. I have an idea where they're going. I just always seem to miss it. I get it wrong by a tick or two all the time. Yeah, no problem, Tor. Nice. Might load a few 250Ks for next week then. Well, so the 250Ks, they're only good till the 20th. And if you're trying to get the $85 lifetime activation on them, that's only good until the 20th. Which it's funny because they're essentially saying don't gamble with the enforcement of these rules, but then turning around and saying here's 250Ks for the same price as 50Ks, and you only have until the 20th to pass them if you want the lifetime activation fee of only $85. Gamble away. It's kind of funny when you think about it. I don't want to add these other 7 contracts because why not? I can put them out with these. Oh, maybe even here. Try the lows. You kidding me? I was gonna put it at the same level, but it. Come on. Come on. What do they say? Come on, man. What was this one? 687. It went to 687.50. 2 ticks. 2 ticks to 1 tick. Back to 2 ticks. But honestly, now I feel like if we get down there, we're probably gonna sweep the lows at least. We'll see. I might drag it up if it doesn't. That's not good because it only beat it by a tick. Oh no, it actually would have filled me, I think. Let's see. Oh no, 687. It was the exact same, 687.50. That's frustrating. Now they might actually try to run it. I was doing so good. All I had to do was just get all out there instead. See if they just sweep it. Pretty much if they run it higher, we're pretty toast. I don't even think the stop can last that high. I think the drawdown would get us at that point. But we're still counting on this just acting as resistance. They're trying to just acting like it's going to go higher and then kind of like a sweep and then move it back down. But if they end up moving it higher, then so be it. We lose a 250K eval. What's the normal lifetime? I think it said like 300 or something. It's a decent amount. Yeah, that's not good. Now they're trying to use it as support again. Play Uno reverse. Nah, we'll live and die by the sword. Just an eval, right? Cheap one at that. We'll trust that it's going to try to come back down. It is pre-market action too. It's 9 o'clock, so pre-market action is always kind of crap. You're going to deal with this kind of chop fest. We were kind of making our way down though. Like if you look at the bigger picture, right? Had the news, it wasn't great. Came down, bounced up, came down. This could be just another bounce up. Because this wasn't really a bounce, right? This was just kind of part of the move down. So another bounce up, and you kind of just keep this bouncy ball moving downwards. But once that breaks, you start making and you start moving a little bit higher. That's when the trend that's when you can look at the trend shifting. Get one more little push and get these out. And we'll have 10 to try to ride back down again. I can't make this shit up. 690, 50, 690, 75, one tick. Guys, this is great. This is great. 2 ticks, then 1 tick, then 2 ticks, then 1 tick. On things that are, these candles, look at them. They're moving, the high of this candle was 95, the low is 91. So it's moving 4.25 points, and I'm missing these things by 1 or 2 ticks when it comes down. Look, it doesn't want to fill me. Getting some fills. Not all of them, though. How is that even possible? What is the 690.50? Oh, no, it is the low 690.50. It's the wick of the candle. Let's say the wick of the candle looked like it was already through it. All right, see if we can continue lower. Continue the bouncy ball. Market's ripping. Ripping. Yeah, I noticed that you kind of took that coined phrase and made it your own. There's triple equal highs at 706. Yeah, but you could argue that there's, I mean, because I tend to just look for support and resistance. And to me here, I feel like up here, that was a decent area, right? Support, support, resistance, resistance. But you got the same thing kind of forming here. Support, support, resistance, resistance. So they had every right to use this just as much as they did up there. Plus, I really love the bouncy ball effect. I've been using that terminology since stocks. And you got a nice little trend line forming as well. Guess you could argue once this breaks, you're probably headed back up. Probably put the stop for the rest of these a little bit above there. We'll just put them here. Give them room to possibly fake that out as well. But yeah, I mean, when I say bouncy ball effect, I'm essentially just saying there's a trend line moving that direction. So when something's on its way down, comes down, relief bounce, comes down, relief bounce, but each time it gets lower, right? Bouncy ball. If you drop a bouncy ball onto the desk or the floor, it'll bounce, but each time it bounces lower and lower and lower and lower. That's the idea behind it. Yeah, we got 20 minutes to figure that one out. Methodical. I'm kind of leaning towards the downside myself as of right now. But I feel like whatever way, if you go back these past couple weeks, whatever way the market's been trending into the open, it's usually the opposite way that it ends up going. All right, so are now breaking this trend line. See what happens here. We're also looking to possibly break red to green. You know what? Let's just kind of go with our methodology here. Let's flip biases just for fun because it's an eval. We'll move our stop down below the lows. And we'll see if breaking this trend line and possibly we're now green again if we can get a move back to the upside. Because in theory, if you're looking for it to bounce lower and lower each time anyway, you would be stopping out right above here anyway. So Instead of just stopping out, I decided to reverse my position, but it's starting to look like that was the wrong move. Should have just left it as is. 5K pre-market is pretty solid on the 250K. I want it all. I want it all. That 830 candle, that was annoying. It didn't even come close to my orders. I was expecting hopefully like at least half the move of yesterday. We didn't even get that. Yeah, unfortunately this looks like it was a little fake out. They faked out the, they probably saw everyone drawing the same trend line, but we'll see. Is Daryl looking over your shoulder on a Zoom right now, making sure your trade is following the same rules you have on the other trades? I mean, this is an eval, so I don't think he cares. Which is the initial problem, if you really think about it. The fact that they don't care about evals, I mean, that's a problem in itself. And back to my other point. Say I'm convinced that we broke this trend line. I'm convinced that we're moving higher now, right? So if I were to add to this trade right now, what's to stop them? I'm not averaging into a loser. I'm adding to what I believe is a winner. You know? Obviously that's not the case. I should have just left my order. All right. I was wrong. It's funny because I only did it for fun. I would just stop out here. I would never flip I don't think I ever flip positions, but that was more for fun. Bouncy ball effect is still in order. Just had a little fake out there. Yeah, he doesn't care about the evals. The only reason I'm looking up is the news should have been good and that wick up there. Well, the news it kind of all came in as expected, I think, for the most part. Unemployment claims came in pretty much as expected. Building permits as expected. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index is the only one that came in away from the expected numbers. There is something at 9:15, industrial production. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe we'll put some orders out for that one just to see what happens. Now we don't even need 100 and how many? Let's see. Turn that. Now we just need 13,000. So still. We would still need 97 ticks or so. I don't think it's going to move the market that much, but hey, it might be worth a shot. They do the one-day pass knowing people will pass and pay activation and collect all that money, then get pissed when people ask for payouts. So I think it's kind of I think it's partly that. So look, I'm not calling any prop firm a Ponzi scheme, but the way that it's laid out is essentially a Ponzi scheme when you really think about it. A Ponzi scheme is when you collect money, you never put it to use, and you use it for your own beneficial gain. The only time you ever give money back is when someone asks for it, right? Well, think of how these prop firms are operating. They're collecting everyone's money. They don't have to give any of it back until people ask for it. But in this case, if you think about Bernie Madoff, he was just collecting money, you know, falsifying numbers, which they're not falsifying numbers here, but he was essentially just holding on to the money and using it as he pleases, and people just kept giving him money because he seemed like he was very profitable with what he was doing. But at the same time, he would have to give money back, no questions asked, if people asked for it, right? Well, with these prop firms, they don't even have to do that. They're making you earn the right to ask for your money back, right? So if you think about it, they're just collecting money, and then you have to earn the right to even request to ask for some money back. Pretty crazy when you think about it. So it is kind of laid out like a Ponzi scheme. It's pretty funny when you think about it. I know what happened. They put all their excess funds in GME at 62. Now wouldn't that be something? That would be pretty funny. You know, if most Ponzi schemes would have done just that, like all the money they're getting, they just put into the market. That's essentially what banks are. Banks are literally just taking your money and putting it into the market and assuming that they'll make money off of your money. A lot of people don't understand how effed the entire financial system really is. It's pretty screwed up. Like, do you think it's a coincidence that everyone's saying they're broke and they can't afford anything and they're in credit card debt and inflation's out the roof, but yet right around election time, we're now back to all-time highs? Like, do you really, really think that that isn't a coincidence? I mean, I'm not getting into politics. I'm not. But come on. It's literally one of Trump's biggest arguments that he had the first time around. I can make the market better. You know, I can make America great again, et cetera, et cetera. Well, if the market's at all-time highs, he doesn't have an argument. So what's that mean? This is all theory, obviously. This is some Illuminati type shit that I'm bringing into the stream here, but you know, it's only a conspiracy theory until it's true. Ain't nothing illegal about Apex unless they stop the payouts. Yeah, no, I mean, they're not doing anything illegal. I'm just saying it's laid out like a Ponzi scheme. That's why I preface this with, I'm not saying it's a Ponzi scheme, because I don't think it is a Ponzi scheme. It's not, right? What they're doing is perfectly legal, but it's laid out like a Ponzi scheme. That's all I'm getting at. I remember when Alpine first told me about futures and these prop firms, and he was trying to explain them to me. And I guarantee I could go back in our DMs on Discord and find where I'm like, so you're telling me it's a Ponzi scheme. So you're telling me it's a Ponzi scheme. Like, I kept telling him, I was like, dude, this sounds like a Ponzi scheme. And my views on that haven't changed. I mean, I'm not calling them a Ponzi scheme. I will reiterate that. I am not saying they're a Ponzi scheme, but it is laid out like one. Okay, 9:15. I can't miss this. I don't think it's going to do anything crazy, but we'll see. It's just crazy, and it sucks. It sucks that we have to go through this, because I felt like we had such a good thing going, and I really should have just stayed in my short position, huh? Still be riding this thing. Bouncy ball effect. I tried to get cute. That's what happens when you try to get cute. It did feel like it was trying to find support there and move higher. I will give it that, but that's exactly why we're getting the move lower, because everyone that was buying here is now selling because they realized that was wrong. All right, 9:15, got 2 minutes. Now keep in mind, I know you can't use multi-bracket orders, but pretty sure that is not applied to evals. So we are going to go for the max here on this eval. Like I said, I don't think we're going to get any kind of crazy move on this, but I have seen some random news get bigger moves than the ones that are supposed to get the big moves. So we'll see. As Methodical would say, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I think he says it like that. Something along those lines. I never ask for people to like or subscribe. I just don't. Except for now. I just did. So do it. Please. Begging you. All right. Got about 1 minute here. Let's go. Who did subscribe earlier? I forgot to thank you. Mr. LGH76. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Volatility crew. I'm not making fun of you, dude. I'm enjoying what you do, because it is nice to see and hear. I wish I had that kind of personality. I just don't. And Milan Biswas. It sounds like a dishwashing detergent or something. You the man. That's it. Trader Veda is down. Cannot sign up. Ugh. I thought they fixed all that. All right, we got 20 seconds here. I saw in the Discord that they said they had fixed that. All right, 15 seconds. Looks like we could probably go here, and we'll go here. Might not even get the full 98 ticks, but if we get a big move in one direction, I might just flatten it. Okay, let me try to OCO these. 9:15. Wow. Look at it go, guys. Wow, look at this move on news. What news was this again? So I can write it down and never even look at it twice again. Industrial production. It still says pending. It's got a little orange thing, so it was supposed to maybe do a little something. I think the market is actually doing less. Look, we're actually getting less volume on this candle than we are the previous candle. Oh, this is frustrating. All right, I guess we're going to have to just try to max size scalp these after the open. I feel like that's the only way we're going to get some sort of big moves. Hopefully we just get the opening trade today, because I need today and tomorrow, and we should be at payout. Yeah, I'm just going to cancel these orders. Obviously not doing what we wanted. And I'm going to set up for the open. So we got about 14 minutes. Oh, why did my... Okay. Account number 13. Down to our 3 contracts. All right. 15 ticks would mean 45 stop loss. Just out of curiosity, let's see what that looks like. Not bad, not bad. Okay. All right, that's what we're going to be looking for. You need a radio voice? I actually... So I play Counter-Strike a lot in my free time when I have free time, which is usually just after the kids go to bed. Speaking of which, if you guys want to play Counter-Strike with me at some time, find me in the Discord. Pretty good at it. Tradeovate through Ninja is working fine for me. There you go. Maybe, who said that? Bob, there you go. He said, okay, thanks. Cool. Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate that. Anyways, sometimes when I die in Counter-Strike, which is quite often, it happens, I'll actually start commentating the rest of the round. Like if we get into like a clutch situation, and it's a lot of fun. And usually at the end of it, people tell me that I'm really good at it and I should look into getting a job commentating Counter-Strike. And it's like, I would love to do something like that, but I would have no idea how to even get into something like that. It does sound like it would be fun though. Alrighty. Anybody have any questions until the open? Yesterday, it kind of screwed me on that opening trade because I was showing examples with 20 ticks and the three times loss at 60 ticks. And it went 16 ticks on the opening trade. I swear, my luck. I was just showing examples and I totally forgot to change it back. And it ended up screwing me. Did you go live yet, Methodical? Pop over there and see. This is usually when I'm starting to set everything up. Dog literally drank some water, came in here, and just plopped her face right on my armrest, and now it's soaked. You are live. Is that where all my viewers are going? I'm just kidding. Wait, you're in a trade? What is this? Are you trading an eval? Oh yeah, you got... Oh wow, look at you. Oh, you went long where I did. That's funny. And then you reversed it. That's what I should have did. Instead of stopping out, I should have reversed it again. That's funny. What are your thoughts on VWAP? I used to use it as a take profit type area when trading stocks. I don't even pay attention to it on futures. I don't even have it on my chart. Just on trading, what's going on? I submitted my PA and traded by accident. Now I have 1 day at 31.8%. Do you think I will pass? What do you mean? You've only traded 1 day on the PA account? And you made what, like 800 bucks, I guess, is what you're saying? If that's the case, you just take the amount that you made if you want to be safe and do that amount of the day. So let's say 850 times it by 3.33, and that'll give you the amount that you need to have in your account at payout. One day. Okay, so it was 1,005 times 3.33 is 3346. So are you saying you submitted a payout? I don't know. That's pretty close. I mean, there's only one way to find out. Just don't trade the account anymore. Submit the payout and see what they say. If they say no, then you know you have to make an extra 200 bucks. Yeah, I see what he's saying. When I submitted... Oh, you're saying you took a loss. 33, 4, 5. So you were like right at it. Yeah, 34.55. You should be fine. Yeah, if you took a loss, you're fine. I don't see... That would never count against you. Knives, good morning, good morning. Responding to some comments on YouTube real quick. Past 3 evals this morning? Nice. How? On what? So jealous. I've had 35% days paid, but who knows these days? They seem to be looking at payouts more closely. Yeah, I think if you're that close and it wasn't that big of a deal, you'll be fine. How you considered using one else besides Apex? Anyone else? Yes, I have. But I think we'll be perfectly fine for now. But I am starting to possibly look around. But and now that all the backlash Apex is getting, I'm only going to assume that these other places are not going to follow suit, at least not as harshly. So someone actually had a comment saying trailing drawdown on unrealized gains and forcing traders to take profit and stop loss is crazy. I never really thought about it that way. Like if you're trying to trade legit and they're putting a trailing drawdown on you as well as making you set a stop loss, like that's like a double, it's almost like a double negative. 600 tick trailing stop and 300 tick take profit. Jeez. Oh, I see what you're saying. I guess, what was it, a 50K account? I guess that could withstand it. Because they aren't going to screw big streamers on payouts, little people though. I don't know, man. I think you can't do that because that's when the lawsuits really start to kick in. You can't give special treatment. Do I have to activate my pass eval account within 48 hours to lose the account Apex? No. Once you pass the eval, you don't have to activate it. You can wait as long as you want, but if the time comes for the month to reset, so like when you bought it, say you bought it on the 17th of last month, if you passed it on the 17th of last month, you can keep it for months, but every 17th you're going to pay the reactivation fee. Not the activation fee, the monthly fee that comes with the eval account. You can keep an eval account as long as you want. Some people don't pass them all at once. Some people take months to pass them, but you have to pay that monthly fee each month. Negative X. Negative times a negative equal a positive. Apex will get screwed up, man, sooner rather than later. Yeah, I mean, this definitely wasn't a step in the right direction for them. More like a casino style game. It's funny because they're trying to say that they're not, right? Like a slot machine where they increasingly playing it for the house to win. Yeah, that I don't disagree with. Unless it's something blatantly obvious, I doubt they'll notice. Yeah, I agree with that as well. Like, as long as you're not abusing, like the Michael said in the Discord yesterday, for 98% of traders, this isn't gonna matter. But the way they went about it, like, it was just dumb. Like, they could have handled this so much better. Just bought a 250K account 20 minutes ago, still not active. You know how long it takes? It's usually pretty quick. Why only 2K? I did try YOLOing it, but it didn't even come close to my orders. And then I just tried trading all this. As you can assume, it didn't go that great. Apex is going to face a backlash. I mean, they are facing a backlash. The overall consensus on them right now, or the overall morale of them right now, is not great. There's a lot of people that are not happy. They force you to scalp to pass, but say no scalping is allowed to get paid. That's what I'm saying. Like, with these 250K evals, like, they're basically saying with these new rule enforcements, don't gamble. But then if you want to pass these 250Ks by the 20th, you essentially have to gamble. Should I blame Alpine TBM Patrick Whelan for the enforcement? Nah, I have a feeling they were going to do this anyway, but all of us streaming probably didn't help the situation. I'm sure it kind of pushed it along a little quicker than it would. I mean, it would have happened eventually anyway. What is the conditions on the 50K, 250K promo? So 50K it's nothing new. It's just 90% off. So it's like $16.30 or something like that, 40 cents for the account. And then monthly activations, 85, lifetimes 140. But for the 250K, they're the same price as the 50K. So it's like $16.40. But if you pass the 250K eval, you actually can get the lifetime activation fee for the 250K for $85, which is insane. It's actually pretty insane. But you got to pass a 250K eval, which isn't easy. Mad Moxie, good morning. I'll boycott them in the meantime. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what most people are doing. I think they're kind of waiting to see how this all plays out. These 250K accounts that I bought this morning are the last ones I'm going to be buying for a while. I want to see if I can get to pay out on this one and see if they approve it, you know, with all the new stuff going on. DGT is a big trader averaging in. Who's DGT? Basically every trade. I'll have to take a look. So I'm going to pick short. Actually, I kind of want to pick long. I'm going to pick long. And I'm going to try to front run red to green. They're idiots. The streaming got them the new signups. Now they won't make it possible to make money on Apex and pass. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, we got 30 seconds. I want to come right about here. What's that look like? Yeah, that's what we want. Front run red to green above these orders. See what happens. Might miss a straight if it just goes lower. But tried to go lower. Not really sure how that would have played out anyway. If we get tagged in, hopefully continue in. Come on, need the extra push. It's running in the resistance. Damn. Tagged us in right at. See if we can get the extra push. 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. What a bummer. Why not just blow the account while we're at it? Should have just stuck to the short. Tried to do what I did yesterday. It's gonna get me. Oh, this is a bummer. Just needed two days in a row to work and had to come in and tag us. Come up and tag us. Kind of expecting if we do come all the way back up here, we'll get a decent little push up to at least test green to, or red to green. But it's really struggling to get through this again. What a bummer. Basically, have to start the... You're not starting over, but you're pretty close to it. You take 2 losses like that. We can get back up through here. I think we'll at least push up, but it just cannot seem to get up there. Gotta go. It's gotta go. One good push. Needs to stay above here. See all the support here to the left. Needs to use it as support again. So we just get up through here. We'll get that. We should definitely get that little push if it does. Come on. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Candle's about to close. Hopefully it stays up here. Oh, that was the opposite of what we how we wanted the candle to close. Wow, that's brutal. What a brutal candle closing. It was at the highs and within 5 seconds it was at the lows of that candle. That's brutal. Went from thinking we definitely got it to almost guaranteed we stop out here. Well, no matter how this trade plays out, we'll be going over to the eval from here. Well, that's actually good if we can get back up there. Then it looks like we couldn't get back through the lows. Just chopping this little zone for the rest of the day. Wouldn't that be funny? Pretty sure this would get us around break even if we get it somewhere around there. I don't know for sure. But it's looking like it's just gonna, it really is struggling to go higher. Yeah, jeez. It's going down so much easier than it's going up. Like the way that it just flows down and then fights to go up, it just, that's the price action. That's me just reading price action. That's why I'm saying I'm not confident in it working. But I was essentially just hoping, and hope is not a strategy. But see how it's just fighting to even try to go up, but every time it would move down like that, it just flows down. This feels like they're going to at least test the lows. If we somehow win on this trade, it's a miracle, but it does not feel like it's going to happen. Is really using that as support, though. Oh, is this the time we get it? Maybe? If we go back to the lows again, we are 100% getting stopped out. There's no way it doesn't test through the lows if it goes back down there. But I feel that same way about these high levels too. If we can get through there, we should at least try to go higher. Oh, a good push. Just cannot get that extra push. See how it's fighting? There we go. Go, go. Just one pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. There we go. Sweet. All right. Oops. All right. Well, somehow we got out of that for a pretty small loss overall, and we'll move on to tomorrow, because we have tomorrow, and then the 20th is on Monday, so we can still get the payout if we make 250 on tomorrow as well as the next. But I'm not going to mess with that one anymore. Let's mess around with this eval. They faked out so far, red to green. They swept it. 3-to-1 stop loss worked. Yeah, the second time. If my stop was a little bit lower on the first trade and I could have hung in there, which I never would have stopped out if there was no stop loss, it would have worked without having to stop out and get back in. And I would have won on the trade, not make back my losses. All right, so now do we try to use this as support? Still feels heavy. I don't know. Did the buyers take over a little bit here? Such a complainer. Fortunes favor the brave, I guess. Yeah. This is a 250k eval, Rogue Trader. What if you use a stop loss way lower and stop loss further away and flatten when you're in profit? Yeah, supposedly that would be fine because you're just managing the trade. But it's actually part of my thought process moving forward. But I want to try to get the payout first. After I get the payout, the other accounts that I have, I plan on trying the opening trade a little bit different. basically, it would be, my thought process is getting in with a set amount of contracts with no take profit. Hold on, I'm watching. Yeah, so that's what I was looking for. I wanted to see if it held there or not. I was going to get in long if it held, but still feels like we're headed down. Need to get back up over 18,705? No, it's a 50K with a small bit of cushion you made. Which one are we talking about? If you stop loss when, yeah. Gonna use your code to buy 250. Appreciate that, Frankie. Thank you. By the way, anyone that's here, I do a giveaway every month, the first Friday morning on stream of every month. First Friday of every month, I give away 5% of everything that I make from my affiliation with Apex. So it's my way of trying to give back for you guys using my code. So I do appreciate you guys doing that. At the opening trade, the volatility is insane. Get at manual is not the best. It's doable as long as everything doesn't crash. I just got a little beat up on news, caught a decent open, a meh day so far. Yeah, I hear you, Joel. Just asking again, can we scalp on Apex? Yes. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with scalping. The only problem is, if you're scalping for 10 ticks, they're saying they want to see a stop loss at 30 ticks when you get into the trade. That's what they're going for. So these PAs are for June 1st payout? No, they would be for the 520 payout, 515 through 520. I have 10 days traded on them as of today, but I'm just not at the amount yet. I was hoping to be there tomorrow, but now it might take till Monday because I'm not going to force trades on it. You're 252K. Oh, okay. He was asking about that one. Gotcha. I'm trying to pass these 250Ks, so I'm going to be a bit aggressive on them. I'm trying to pick a spot. I was going to go long if this red candle held above this candle, but it didn't. So then I was looking for the reject to head back down. I was going to get short, but now we're going up higher. So as of right now, it's just faking out both directions. I trade the 5-second manual is very doable. Yeah, so, oh yeah, I never finished my thought process. So my idea is to use a consistent contract size, say 3 contracts. Bon and Joe, thanks for the sub, man. Welcome, welcome. And then put my order in one way. And when I get filled, I would, so like, say I was going to hit here at 692 looking for the move up. My stop loss would be down here. But if I never put a take profit in, then I can then do the math to see what would 3-to-1 be based off of here. And that would be my essential goal for moving up. But if I get more of a move, that's even better, right? Because then I'm making more than that 1-to-3. I would be making closer to a 1-to-1. That's the idea. And every once in a while, you're going to get those big moves where it just goes, right? And that's kind of the idea behind it. And that's my thought process moving forward. But I want to follow the rules as much as I can and hopefully get this payout on that number 13 account as legally as I possibly can so that I don't break any rules. And I want to make sure I get that payout, because if I get that payout, then it'll pay for all the other shenanigans that will essentially be a test on me for. Looks like Alpine won on the ORB. Interesting. I wonder how he traded it. He probably went short. That's 2 days in a row I got stopped out and basically to the tick both times. It's frustrating. Think he went long? He must have really front ran then. Unless he had it up higher and he didn't get filled until the second this move here. Oh, I don't have him up. Let me see. Oh, he just told me that he's not doing the opening range trade. He took that trade was at 932. Oh wow, he went through all that drawdown though. He just had a lower entry, so it worked. It feels like it's trying to go higher. As of right now, looking left, I still feel like we're got a bunch of resistance above us. Yeah, did you guys see JD had some pretty good earnings? Actually, why are my options not up? Should be up. Wow, it actually says they're down. Wow. They were up to like 35, I think, this morning, and now they're all the way back down to 33. Feels like we're moving higher. Wow, I wasn't even filled all the contracts there. I forgot I had these on too. I don't even think I can go 45 ticks the other way. So we got faked out. How many stops are there? It's like they put them all in. Back under, I think we hit drawdown. How many ticks was that? 704.50. 703.50, so it was a point. I missed it by a point. 4 ticks. Yeah, I don't think we can make it back below here. It's funny because it gave us the almost the max amount of drawdown because we came that close. Let's see if we can get the push. Feels like we want to keep going higher though, huh? Looks like it wants to roll over. I feel like if it was gonna retest, it would have been pretty much right away. Oh, that was a decent close of the candle. Go, 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 go. Running right into that previous candle there. The seller sitting there at 703.50. 703, yep, 703.50. If we can get through that though, we might get a decent little pop. Somebody front ran 703.50 at 703.25. Some big orders sitting there, I guess. Typically, when there's a lot of orders there, they'll clear it out first. So there'll be like a little fake out above there, as I think we're about to see. Still 25. Maybe? Oh, see, it just ate that liquidity. Did you see that? Decided to go. All right. Decent little trade there. Wait, where's the second arrow there? Am I out of the trade? Yeah, it says I'm out of the trade. There should have been a second arrow there. Not exactly sure what that's all about, but Alpine looks worried. He's like, how am I going to make money again? That's for him to figure out. Yeah, I had the right idea. There should be another arrow here. I moved that other, it was like 17 of them up higher with the idea that it would probably run a little bit if we broke through, but I didn't want to chance the whole position. I'd like to see a big push, and I'll short it. Up into this, what is this, 720 area? Oh, wow, we're actually running into some resistance here. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. I'll be right back. The Porsche purchase probably weighing on him now. Yeah, maybe. You guys got to remember, he's making a ton in affiliates. As long as the affiliates stick around, he'll be fine. Typical trader cycle, spend too much money soon and before. Yeah. And you're right about that. Trying to join this little trend we got going here. Did you say he's not going to show his accounts anymore? Oh, wow. Interesting. Just looking for a pullback to try to join this. I'm sure that's when it'll dump. Right at the whole number. Yeah, could probably go a little bit lower, actually. Get a little closer to that whole number. Yeah, I don't really watch him too much anymore. Sometimes I'll like go join him while I'm not streaming myself just to see where he's at. Don't tell me that went to 704. 704.75. Oh, sorry. Oh, all right, we're in. Right now the low is 700. Interesting. I'm going to see if we can ride this one a little bit. Yeah, I was really hoping we get the push. There we go. Go, 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 go. Just feels like this is the kind of day we're having. I don't know how close this will put us. I think it'll put us pretty darn close to the 15 if we can get there. I don't want to give too much of it back either, though, because of the drawdown. Just kind of hoping we just kept moving higher off of this, though. What were we up for? 4,000, I think. So I think we would need to go a little higher than that, actually. But it's looking like we're going to come back down anyway. Get back up there. Get back up there. This drawdown, man, it sucks because that's the only reason I'm putting my stop here. We only ended up making like 2 grand on that. That sucks. It's frustrating. What were we at before that? Oh, were we really only at 2,000? So we made a decent amount on that. I thought I was higher than that. No, yeah, we were at 4,000. 44s. Yeah, so we only made 2 on that. That's so frustrating. You were on time today, Froggo. Zishan's the one that's late today. Zishan or Froggo 2.0. Yeah, Jamie, I mean, if he's not showing anything, that's kind of interesting. All right, we're going to see if we want to move up to the highs. Still feel like this wants to just continue to grind higher. 6, so now we need 9 still. Still need a decent move. I'm not interested though if we go down here. I don't at this point though, I don't know if we can get back down there. There we go. Hey, give us one big push. Give us one big push for the 250K account. No? Okay. Are you serious? I'm surprised it didn't tick us out there. But this is what I'm saying. Like, look at my drawdown. Like, I have to pull it up because the drawdown is so much. Wow. It looked like we were going to go straight up, and now just right back down. What a joke, man. I think we actually lost money on that. We did. And now look at my drawdown. Now I have no drawdown because of that move. It's like literally impossible to pass these things without gambling them. If this, man, you gotta be kidding me if this goes back up. Fed speaking now? This is a drawdown per trade. It's per day. It's like on the total account. All right, we're just going short, looking for this to roll over based off that fake wick. And either the account's going to be gone or we'll get a push down. Looks like we can't even get to the top of this candle because of the drawdown. Yeah, we're out. All right, that one's gone. Over to the other one. literally just gonna hit it and just let it go. Which way? Long or short? These are just evals, man. I am not worried about these. And there's no more news at this point, so it's kind of a waste. All right. Counting on us rolling over. Need 113 ticks. Jeez. That's a long ways down. Where's the ticks? It will go down, but going to have those small pullbacks. Yeah, we'll see. We need it to go to low a day without crazy pullbacks. I'm already done with these 250K accounts, man. It's like impossible. With the drawdown, it's next to impossible. And if you try to trade it correctly, it's going to literally take forever. And they knew that. Can we do 1-to-1 for stop? Oh yeah, 100%. You can do 1-to-3. You just can't go over 1-to-3. That's where they draw the line. This is actually a Diet Dr. Pepper. I had one left. All right, here's the initial move. But now we have to deal with the drawdown. That's the issue here. This is what I'm saying. You need 15,000 in profit, but you only get 6,500 in drawdown. At least with the 50Ks, you get, it's a lot closer. You need 3K in profit, but you get 25K in draw, or 2,500 in drawdown. So like the ratio is a lot different. Like my stop for 6,500 from my entry would have been somewhere around here. But now I can't make it back to there because it went in my favor. So my drawdown moves. So now 6,500 is probably somewhere around, not even here. It's probably even lower. Probably somewhere like around here, which is just complete crap. And every time it moves in your direction, it's going to keep doing that. So it's kind of crap. I only had one pack of them. I wanted a little different flavor. I'll never cheat on my Coke Zero overall. Love me some Coke Zero. Cherry Coke Zero is very good. I'm still on the hunt for the Code Red Mountain Dew Zero. I was really hoping we would just blast through red to green or green to red. But yeah, now I'm pretty positive we can't even get back to high a day now with the drawdown. Yeah, not even close. Like we're already almost there. Like we're probably out right here. Yeah. See? Look at that. Look how close to my entry we got stopped out because of drawdown. And that's why the 250K, that's why they did this. They knew people would just load money into these and this would happen. Cherry Coke Zero? Nah, Cherry Coke Zero is pretty good. All right. Well, no more of the 250K accounts. I wasted enough on those. You have to be a part of like the 8:30 news on like on Wednesday. You got to be kidding me. Like to the tick. Could you imagine? No, there's not special rules. It's right now there's a big discount on them. So you can get them for the same price as the 50Ks, and you can also activate the lifetime for 85 bucks. So it's pretty amazing. But no, there's nothing special other than that. I'm also not going to trade my other accounts now because I'm pretty pissed, especially if this just goes. Can you imagine this just goes straight to low a day? Oh my. Oh my. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? You kidding me right now? Almost to the tick. 710. And it went to 710.50. Literally to the tick. Where was our take profit at? It was at 678.75. Oh my god. You cannot tell me I am not unlucky. You just can't. You can't tell me I'm not unlucky. This shit happens all the time. If you guys are here this morning for the morning stream, you saw me miss my take profits by 1 tick, 2 ticks, 1 tick, 2 ticks, over and over again. And now I get stopped out almost to the tick. To the tick. And then it just falls off the face of the earth. Literally, my buys. I can't even bring it over here. My buys are literally here. I'll take a screenshot of it. Look at this. Oh, of course. 710, 25, 710, 710, 50. Look at the high of this candle. The high of this candle, 710.50. What can you do but laugh? Seriously, what can you do but laugh? No, knives. I get it. That's why there's nothing I can do but laugh. And I'm not scalping. That was just a drawdown thing. Trying to get rid of these accounts. I don't want to see them anymore, especially after that. Story of my life. Now Alpine's blocking his trade? What do you mean blocking? Like he's just not even showing it? Is he showing anything? What would be the point of watching him if he's not showing anything? Wow, he's literally not showing anything. Just his payouts. Wow. Well, he's got it up on the he's got the indicator up top there. So you can see how much he's made on that account that he's trading. I can't believe that, man. To the tick, man. To the tick. What a joke. All right. Moving on. I need to move on mentally from that one pretty quickly because that's going to annoy me pretty quickly. I just think it's funny that the one's green. Or green $2,000, but trailing drawdown later.
This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
I just use your code VOLA for 4 250Ks. Wish me luck, brother. Or maybe come here to trade with you every day. Nice, man. Hey, I'm here every day. And thank you for using my code. I appreciate that. Like I said, giveaway every Friday morning. Not every Friday morning. Every first Friday of the month morning. Every morning, the first Friday of the month. But yeah, we'll be here. Whatever I do, just try not to do that. Because apparently I can't pass the 250Ks. That's the worst luck. So it's funny because on Wednesday, I had 250Ks along with the 50Ks. And the orders, I was just not meant to have 250K accounts, I guess. Because those two accounts, it kept my short, but not the long. The long would have worked, and I would have passed 250Ks right away. I wouldn't have even bothered getting more. I bought another one right after that to try to do what I was doing today and blew that one. And then I bought 2 more for the news this morning. There's no more news until Monday, which is when you have to pass them by in order to get the $85 lifetime fee. So I was trying to just pass them. And then that's the shit that happens where it literally ticks me out and then moves how many points? And it would have filled me within 2 minutes after it stopped me. Look,
This is the future.
I'm gonna just take it as in I was not meant to have 250K accounts. In a way, I saved money, right? Because I didn't activate one of them.
Evolution.
Pay the market maker royalty now for saying. The only thing I dislike about Quantower is when you zoom in and out, the distance between the candles and their width is inconsistent. They get larger and thinner in a weird way, and it annoys me. I know what you're talking about, like this. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It bothers me a little bit too. 90 stop loss and 30 take profit? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, it's gonna reset. Hey, what is it? Oh, I didn't even know I had this open. It's funny, I still have my eval account for precision, even though I'm in the funded account now. I'm a little confused why that is, but so there's somebody else with a conspiracy theory in my comment section on one of my YouTube videos. He says, I personally feel like there is some type of software working that is throttling your trades to their advantage. The shorts are especially aggressive. Just seems like they chew up more of your money than it should on false breakouts. I've just had too many of those WTF moments when I knew it was going to sting as the trade turned on me, but it would wipe off twice as much money as expected for what was played. You know, I've never even thought to like check the numbers, but I don't think they can really do that. Because especially like if someone's recording it and they did the math and it came out that way, like they would get sued and like the whole company would go down. I just don't think that's possible. It's kind of funny because I used to joke about it with Alpine, how he could stay in a trade all day, but the moment I get into a trade, I'm like instantly at drawdown. That's kind of the same. I feel like that's kind of the same thing he was getting at. The other prop firm, I'm at 800. So 859. So not close to payout by any means, but trying to take it slow, make sure I get a payout. What happened to my art trader? Oh, I got the wrong. There we go. Any giveaway? I do giveaways once a month. First Friday of every month, but it's usually a decent one. Like last month it was 155 bucks. Next month it's looking like it's going to be more than that, which is good. Would be really sweet to do like a $200 giveaway, which it might be. It's a lot of fun too. You definitely got to be here for it. It's a lot of fun. It's a first Friday of every month. It's a little bit of a party at 10 o'clock. And all you gotta do is be here and type a command. The wheel of death. The wheel of death. 1,000? So look, it's funny you bring that up. I said if I ever get to where I make 5 figures from affiliates in 1 month, I will do a $1,000 giveaway, which would be 10%, not 5%. But there's no way I'd probably give it all to one person. I would probably, well, so right now I do it anyway. So the last 5 people, we start talking about splits. So that would be an interesting one. That would be an interesting one. Get to the last 5% or the last 5 people with $1,000. Be curious to see how they handle it. Right now, there's been some greedy SOBs because it's not. I guess $100 is $100, but it's not life changing. I mean, $1,000 isn't life changing either, but it's a lot more. It'll be. I really hope we get to do that one day because I'm a man of my word. I always have been. If we hit 10K plus for 1 month, I will do 10% that month as the giveaway. Thank you, Mad Moxie. It is a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun doing it. Yet I still won't win. You lost on your own slots. So here's a question. Do you have to give a percentage of that slot money to someone else, Zishan? Like, does someone else actually own those slots and you pay them a percentage? Or whatever goes into those machines, you get? So essentially, if you won, you'd be paying yourself anyway, right? I guess depending on that answer. I'm making some ribs in the sous vide right now. I put them in last night. I'm so excited for dinner tonight. And back to the highs. Before I was splitting with business partners. The slots are mine. I get to keep 100%. So what's the point of playing them? So you're just playing them for fun, knowing that if you win, it's your money anyway. If you lose, it's your money anyway. You're better off just downloading one of the free apps on your phone at that point. Adrenaline. Just wanted to see if I had luck. Yeah, the apps are probably designed to like allow you to win every once in a while. I still can't believe that. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with this. I don't really see another key area, and this is all just chop. It could go right through it. It could go right to the highs. It could really do whatever it wants. P&L charts? What P&L charts? Oh. You posted a P&L chart. Let's see. Nice, Jordan. Good stuff. Good stuff. Love it. Guys, if you want to post your P&L charts in the Discord, Discord's in the description below. It's something we do on a daily basis just to hold each other accountable and to, you know, be happy for one another. So did the opening range work for Methodical? I don't know. I think I heard him in the background say he got tagged in. And so I'm going to assume it did not, unless he didn't have his stop. Where mine was? I have no idea. I think I got I think I was pretty unlucky with that too. I essentially bottom ticked the stop on this. Well, not really, I guess. I guess it did go a little bit lower. Pretty frustrating. Just can't get that extra push as of late. It's like it's doing the fake outs like this more than it's just pushing. It seems to be more like this when we have news. So we don't have news for a while now at 8:30. So maybe things will go back to normal starting tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, these three evals that I have in here, 59, 61, 62, I'm just going to leave them until I get this payout and see if other people start getting payouts, etc. Posted my P&O for slots instead of Apex. Where's I don't see the negative P&L. Oh no, he posted it. Oh. Ah. That's from one day? No way. That's not from a day. That's got to be from what? Like a month? Okay, yeah, that's for a month. Oh, somebody had a big payout the other day? Looks like somebody had a big payout. All right, where are we at? Where are we at? What do you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about anything? It feels like we're just kind of already really slow on the day. I don't really see any other trades kind of presenting themselves, especially if we're just going to sit in this same area. If you just look at the high and the low, I mean, it's not even, what is that? 30, 60 points, 70 points. It says I have a text message, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Wonder how many people switched over to new prop firm this morning. Probably quite a bit. That's what I don't think Apex will see a huge hit like up front because of all the people that are still around. But I think within the next month, especially if people start saying they got denied their payout, I think you're going to see a pretty big shift, myself included. Still can't believe that ticked me out, man. That's so frustrating. Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna do anything. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be here same time tomorrow. Same place, same time. Well, not same time. I'll be here normal time tomorrow. There's no news to be here for YOLO and evals. So 9:20, 9:25 tomorrow. Appreciate y'all being here. As always, if you have any questions or comments, you want to keep talking throughout the day, find me in Discord. That link is in the description. And I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe. Peace.